his own little...
Nice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lost and Found Incorporated Pathfinder stream. What?
Go on.
This is just session 0, so it's only recorded. We're not streaming this.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Devin. I'll be your dungeon master. And to my left here, I have Cristine. I have Samantha in the gray shirt. I have Seyla in the red shirt. And I have Ryan in the black jacket. So today we're just going to go over 0 session as you would with any stream. We're just going to go over what how everyone's characters are going and the flavor of this campaign. So the main setting of this campaign is going to be in Osirion, Land of Legend. The necropolis in Wadey has been opened up, and explorers started flooding in because they were allowed to visit these different tombs. So pretty much the current pharaoh opened it up to where all these up you can go in these tombs. They're pretty much collecting for history or just learning more about what happened in the necropolis.
Okay.
I'll give a little bit of backstory. When Wadey was first founded, it was just the necropolis. It was a pretty small city. It was ruled by what's his name, Pharaoh Hakotep. It was established 6,000 years ago. But the small city failed and turned to ruin because a cult cast a plague on the necropolis, or what was the original city. And ever since that, they built a wall around that section of the city, and it was closed off from anybody. So what the locals started building around that necropolis. So around this necropolis, where it's a Grand Wall and Grand Mausoleum, is just covered with houses in different districts.
Seems dangerous.
Yeah, very. Multiple. They're doing a lottery. So they choose where you're going out of a lottery. So it's fair to the other groups, because there will be other groups with you guys. It's not just you 4. It'll be like maybe 10 other groups. They're not really competing. They're more just there to get what they want, treasure.
It sounds like they've opened up some kind of amusement park or tourist
Right?
attraction.
That's what it sounds like.
We're
But
just there to partake in
but
the enjoyment.
in the very beginning, they do talk about still respecting the tombs, like you respect it like any other grave. They explain the rules about grave robbing. It's not really grave robbing in this country or wherever we are, Osirion. Well, I don't know what they call it in Pathfinder. Country, area, province.
Country.
Region.
Region.
Region, yeah.
Region.
In this region.
Wait,
But-
what's it called? Sorry, Osirion?
Osirion. So it's Osirion.
O-S. I'll just look it up later.
Osirion.
But the main thing about Hakotep is to avoid grave robbing. He made his tomb magic, and it floats. So I believe it's suspended above Wadey. If you look high enough, you can see it. It's to deter grave robbing. But it was grave robbed before it took off. That's all. That's as far as I'll go into that without spoiling anything else. This is a Pharasma based campaign. There's a lot of Pharasma in it.
Of course.
I should have worshipped her.
Yeah, there's a lot of bonuses if you do worship Pharasma. There's a lot of bonuses.
I fauna worships her.
Because it suits her.
FYI.
Yeah, so maybe we should go around the table now, since I've kind of given some information, and we can talk about each other's characters. I'll start with Ryan first.
Yeah.
You want to talk about your character?
Yes, my character is
His name?
elf named Melith. That's what you guys can call him.
Melith.
Mm-hmm.
Melons, but with a lisp.
Yeah, Melons, but with
Melith.
Melith.
Let's call you Mel.
An elf from Taldor. He worships Shellen. He's 144.
Mm-hmm.
Black, long hair, pink eyes.
Pink.
He wears a lot of floral clothes.
He's albino.
He's not albino because I said he has black hair.
He has pink eyes.
It's like basically the
Inverse.
inverse. Yeah.
But he has he has fair skin. I don't know. He's usually shirtless. He has a lot of tattoos of birds and flowers.
What's his personality like?
He's friendly. He does well in groups. He's not really a leader, and he'll look to others to lead, but he's there to support them.
Okay. Any other information that would be public to the rest of the group?
He's a very short elf. He's 5'4".
What?
God, what a
That's
waste.
He's shorter than me.
That is my height.
What a
So,
waste of an
it-
elf. I'm kidding. I promise.
And he's a cleric.
Yes.
He's a sub.
He's
do you
a,
have
he's a
sub?
special kind of
Yeah,
cleric.
he's like a subcategory,
He's
right?
his archetype is evangelist, and he sings and stuff and gives inspiration by telling people they're doing such a great job. So he has the bardic performance ability, like a bard,
hmm
and he doesn't really play an instrument. I'm just gonna say that he gives everyone advice to buff them.
That's
Like, maybe hit their ankles, everyone.
okay, yeah, that could
And when
work.
they do it, he'll say, "Good job."
I'm
That
glad.
is what I
Wait,
asked you to
did you say
do.
he sings still? He's so.
He sings every now and then.
But that has nothing to do with his spells.
His bardic performance just give encouragement.
Okay.
And we'll move on to Seyla.
So my character's name is Balin Marvel.
Mhm.
He not
Race.
sure. I'm still deciding between a half orc or an elf, depending on Nima, because we're supposed to know each other, right?
Yeah, correct.
So to have a connected background. Or so you think that would be helpful?
Well, I'm making Nima a half elf, so if he was a half orc, I think it would fit because half orcs and half elves they kind of have this.
Oh
Camaraderie.
halfies.
Isn't Nima supposed to be raised by orcs? Then?
Yes.
Okay.
So like I can. I think that's fine. We're so funny. Oh my.
As long as it's like,
character will never be able
I'm
to
pretty sure the
ask.
character will be like, I was raised by a black. That's why I act this
By
way.
black.
Okay, so then Balin Marvel, he is a is a half orc rogue. He's lived a pretty simple life. He lives on the outskirts because people don't really like him. He's from Nidal. Originally his status from Belton works, and so he finds himself there. He made friends with a few orcs living over there, or not over there. I guess he would travel around. He would meet the orcs that raised Nima, and I guess he would befriend them at some point, and he would eventually meet them with her, and for whatever reason they're going to.
Oh, I was
travel.
thinking that he could just be one of the orcs that raised her.
Oh,
Like that would just make things super simple.
that would. Okay.
Take your dad on the trip.
Adoptive
What-
dad,
what-
uncle.
What class are you? Rogue, right?
Rogue.
Any other height? Is he taller than small
How
elf?
tall did I make him?
He's a huge. No, what is he? Oh yeah, you're figuring out still. Elf or half orc, right?
Yeah, he's a half orc now.
Okay, okay. There you go.
He's 6'2".
He's 6'2". He's 6'8".
Yeah, 6 times 2.
He's
Yeah,
5'11".
6'2".
So short.
He's,
5'10".
he's not
11,
6'2". He will never be
6
6'2". He'll never be
4'8".
4'8". He'll never be 8'4". He'll never be 2'6".
12.
No.
12, 0.
No. I don't have it on this. It should be on my drive.
Appearance? Do you have appearance idea?
Appearance for an orc. Let's see. He's half orc. He's got very small tusks.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, I guess now that he's a half orc and not an elf, he will be
Did you pay?
6'5".
Did you pay for that race change?
Yes, I did.
$20.
$20.
I love
Okay,
those.
so yeah, he'll be 6'5". He'll weigh in at 250
Very
pounds.
specific.
255.
Ryan, isn't your character 144?
Yeah, my character's weight is 144.
At what height?
At
5'4".
Okay.
144.
He's slightly bigger than how you should be, I guess, at this height.
It's 255.
What's the square root of
You got that, right?
44?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
250.
Okay, we'll move on to Samantha. Character name?
Short and
Wait,
pudgy.
Ivana.
254, my weight.
Your weight?
The weight, yes.
Okay.
See, it's short, pudgy elf. Stalking.
Anyway,
Ivana.
I'm Ivana Cool Dog.
Great. Okay.
I plan a cool dog.
A skinwalker, but still cute. Fighter, but savage warrior archetype. She's from Osirion, and she's one of many puppies, and she's super brash, and she's a rowdy girl.
Okay.
She's doing her best.
And her appearance is cute, is what you said?
She's 5'9". She's got like muscles, like good muscles that are cute, and like abs. But she's really proud of her muscles. She got like long black hair, maybe well, dark brown. Her skin's kind of darker, and she's got yellow eyes. And she's got a little whippy hair, kind of like Yoruichi, but like a little bit different color, a tiny bit different color scheme. Obviously not cat themed.
Okay. Is there any background details you like that's public information?
She wears like a halter crop top to show off her abs.
Okay.
That show off the cute muscles.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's the only background trait.
She's from a lot of puppies. Don't worry, I'll be revealed in time.
Okay.
Spoilers.
What accent? He's Australian, right?
She should be Australian, mate.
Australian.
I don't know.
God.
I thought she was like Irish Yakuza.
That's impossible.
We try.
Okay, she has an Irish Yakuza accent, but I'm never gonna do it, so just pretend.
Use your imagination.
Well, you have to use some kind of voice because it's easier, like, especially in things like this, it's easier to tell if you're talking to me in character or without character.
Well, she'll have a voice.
Okay. You have literally a day to figure it out.
For those
I
of you
can do
listening, just imagine that it's Irish Yakuza.
Yeah, I'm doing here.
And if I get it mixed up on purpose, or on accident, it was on purpose.
On purpose.
So, Cristine, I know you don't have much of your character written out.
Yeah, just the name. Her name is Nima, and she's a half-elf barbarian
Okay.
who is traveling with Balin.
Balin? Balin.
Balin.
Baleen.
Ballin'.
She can call him Balin if she wants, and now I have a personality for him.
Ballin'.
Mm-hmm.
He's people don't really like half anything, right? Especially orcs.
Yeah.
And so people are kind of racist towards him, and growing up he just never like that, so he became kind of racist towards them. So he looks down on other races as a half orc. He's gonna be kind of arrogant.
Of course.
Yeah.
Just turn from a character rundown of Christine's and went back to you.
Yep.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I got nothing.
Do you have any like background traits, but besides the being raised by orcs, or like anything that's public information with the group?
I want to say she is also brash.
Okay.
And,
Oh god.
headstrong, very punchy.
I don't
Um,
know how this is gonna go.
I got scratchies.
Headstrong.
Yeah.
She'll take on anyone.
she'll probably like charge into any situation.
What? Are you doing Scald?
No, I'm gonna do a plain barbarian.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Kind
gonna.
of like a Hulk in a tiny body type thing.
Hulk and a tiny. Oh yeah, I remember I said that.
Tiny Hulk, yeah.
It's not a simpleton.
What is
Yes.
Nima's alignment? Do you know?
I'll say chaotic, neutral.
Okay, perfect.
If you don't want to divulge your alignment, you don't have to.
I don't mind. It's just
I'm the purest of good.
He's evil.
I'm the purest of good.
Oh yeah, you said well Ryan's favorite thing to do is betray in Pathfinder.
it's gonna be hard because like I usually like skewed more towards the good alignment, so I'm gonna try not to do that.
Okay.
Stick with me.
Kid.
Is this in character?
No.
She's not using the voice.
Does this sound Australian to you?
Does now.
Might.
Hey, is that Ivana? What are you doing here?
Dingo baby.
Say dingo, baby.
Dingo baby.
Dingo baby.
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the way this story is gonna start is you guys are gonna be on your way to Wati. I'm not sure how it's said. It's WATI.
W-A-T.
Wati.
Wati.
Wati. I would just say Wati.
Wati.
But you guys are gonna be on your way to Wati. You guys should already know each other. I'm just gonna tell you now. You guys are gonna need a group name to register later at this lottery.
How How do we know each other, first of all?
Yeah, so that might be a better place to start. You guys are coming from the outskirts of Osirion. Like you guys have started crossing the desert. I forget what was on the map. I think it was jungle on the other side of the river. So it was like jungle and the river and then Osirion.
Do you have like a picture or a map you can?
I can bring one up.
Yeah.
Did you guys grow up in Osirion in the city proper?
Or no.
Probably not in the city.
Or oh wait.
I'm oldish, so.
How old is Balin?
Balin is he's I'll make him a 48-year-old orc.
Okay.
Half orc.
I think I might make Nima 17.
Whoa.
I'm 28.
Whoa.
How old's your character?
144.
Elf.
I'm 47.
So it's Calmaran, and then you cross the border into Osirion,
Okay.
and then before Katapesh, and then before Katapesh is Nex, Nex. I don't know what I was asking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so.
Maybe Ivana was trying to like sell, like if you guys were on the, or maybe I feel like she would have like accosted either you or this pair, trying to sell y'all some dried meats she made that I just decided she can do right now, and.
Like, where do we meet? Like on the.
It's like on where like she just like jumps out of the woods, like hey.
Well, I assume there's a big back plot of how you guys met as you guys are crossing from. Well, you're already from Osirion.
Yeah.
But did you leave Osirion?
It's just like meet people.
Yeah, and then you're coming back.
Cured meats.
And I assume your Ivana left and then heard the news about the necropolis was opening, and since you've been there for such a long time, you would know what this is. You would know that. Like, you know, you would know that this has been closed off for like almost like 400 years. And then the Phrasma Church arrived and is now opening this on command of the Pharaoh. And this will probably be interesting to your character because you know it's been closed ever since you've been alive.
Yeah.
You know?
It's got oh, I remember her goal. She just wants to be able to punch a god.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a good goal.
keeping it simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe she'll be drawn to that because maybe there's some artifact in there that will give her the strength to punch a god.
Yeah, you guys would definitely be coming across artifacts in this.
Yeah, she wants to be the strongest.
I'm warning you now, there's a lot of tomb running in this, so there's a lot of dungeons in the very start. So I'm pre-warning you. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot of this, and there's going to be a lot of initiative and all that kind of stuff in the beginning.
A lot of punching.
But it shouldn't drag. It shouldn't drag on. Like the initiative should only be like maybe 4 or like 3 or 4 rounds.
We'll see about that.
Well, unless people make it longer on purpose. Yeah, and you guys aren't competing with these other people because you guys all have separate assignments, right? But you may come across some people who think of it as a competition.
Oh.
So it might be something you should look out for when talking to people. You guys won't really come into contact with the other groups in the very beginning unless you choose to go out of your way to talk to these people.
Which we will.
I'm sure you will. I have a plan for that.
Cured meats. Wait, I don't have in her leather jacket.
I thought you said
She just jumps out of the woods.
Yeah. Hey.
What kind of animal is she?
She's selling.
Skinwalker, man.
Like.
Oh.
Me? Other skinwalkers.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
No. I don't know, probably like rabbit or whatever is around.
Oh. What's Balin and Nima doing? I'm just walking down the path.
Traveling down the road, and they're pretty hungry.
Are they
Nima's
looking for
thinking of-
people to ambush, maybe? Or is that not a thing?
It is a thing, but at the moment, Nima is maybe thinking of burying her axe in something to go eat, finding something in the woods. But instead, I say, let's just continue further and we'll find a town.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just out of the forest, where we did not go into,
A curator.
And then Ivana's like, guess what? There's stuff we can go take in Osirion. What? And then he comes down on a magic carpet, and
I would like a magic carpet. So
I can show you. No.
Hi, I'm short.
Hi, I'm short. I'm an elf.
Yeah.
I'm a dwarf elf.
The dwarf.
Dwell. Those
Think
above.
of like Jack
Racist
Black.
towards-
Jack Black. Danny DeVito.
Think of like
garbage.
Jack Black,
Give me the
but an
garbage.
elf, and who has the fashion sense of Robin Williams in Death of Smoochie or Death to Smoochie.
Oh,
Great.
I remember that movie. That was a hard movie to watch.
It was.
What else is
Wait, have we squared away how we're meeting? Sorry, I kind of zoned out a bit.
I don't know how. I think it's we just know each other going into
prior?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think we need to really.
like there's history already.
Yeah.
I will say where you guys are gonna start. You guys are gonna be on a sand skid, so it's like it's like Korra, if you think of Korra, like the little sand boats. It's gonna be like that.
Like the intro to Monster.
Mm-hmm. Same like just like that.
Oh.
Wow, nice.
That's where you guys are gonna be starting. Like cinematic, etc. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, that's where you'll be starting. You guys have any questions about the campaign?
I'm quite excited to start.
So wait till tomorrow.
I think we're pretty good. Yeah, our characters will just know each other.
Nice.
Melith is just into art and beauty and love, so
I-
worshipping his god is like this new place is opening up with ancient artifacts and art and just things to look at and.
Yeah, there will definitely be things that your character can vibe with,
Mm-hmm.
especially in this.
This only takes place 3 years before our current game.
Really?
Our other podcast that hopefully is posted by then.
It will be.
Is it just Lost and Found
I don't know.
Inc. podcast?
I think that year is just more abstract. You know?
Well,
Links pending.
just depending on how long it is.
Yeah.
There's an NPC I need you to work in.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay, can you send me a sheet?
yeah. I'll make a sheet for him.
I'm gonna make it tonight.
Who is it?
They need to have
Wait, was he
history.
crying?
They need to have history.
Yes,
Um,
they do. You were setting that up.
I have drawn Balin.
Nice.
the plague is gone, by the way, so you guys aren't in danger of getting
Ivana
sick.
carries the plague.
That's her drawback trait.
Plague.
So the way they're gonna divide these sites are gonna be in pools. It's gonna be from smallest to largest, and you have to complete your smallest to get to the next one to get to the next one, right? So because they'll give you this your smallest assignment, and then you can't just skip to the last one. You need to complete it. You need to come back with proof that you've completed it, and then they'll give you the next one, and then the next one.
Cool.
So that's how that's
Oh,
going.
well then Melith will just join the crew because he'll be looking at groups that may need some kind of healer or person to help
So
them.
maybe your character's already in the city.
Yeah, he's already in the city expecting to start the whole dungeon delving, but
So he's
looks
looking
for a group.
someone.
Looking for a group that's formed together that may need a
like a bunch
cleric.
of muscle heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just like look at our muscles.
It's like, oh, perfect.
And Elf Jack Black comes over and
Elf Jack Black. It's the worst.
Any other notes?
It's just landmarks that are going to be in the city. Character names, large gathering groups. You
What
guys,
other things
Yeah,
did we
the-
talk about in our podcast session 0?
yeah, maybe bring them up here.
Yeah. We have that. We have a list, right?
there's a list somewhere.
Yeah, hold on.
Play style, campaign flavor, which I think you kind of went into already.
Yeah, I think we've gone through a lot.
Yeah, we've covered a lot here. And we're probably going to talk a little bit more before we actually start tomorrow anyway, right?
We only have 2 hours, so we'll probably keep it short. If you guys want to go another hour, like by the time the second hour hits, it's up to you guys. It's up to you. Depends how tired everybody is, or if they have other things to do. I understand.
Are you going to project maps anywhere?
I would like to have maps projected. If not, I'll probably put some on the screen over here. You guys can look at it from there.
Cool.
I'll probably have a scene be like a whole map, so I can just turn it up. It'll be a map of the city or the map of the continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it.
How are you going to handle crits?
I think the same way Ryan does. D20. If you're nat 20, it's another roll to confirm you actually hit, and then from there.
Oh, that's right. I have to buy the fumbles and.
Are you going to apply that to skill checks or just? I think we talked about this
in like critical skill checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always apply it to it. So you'll just do things much better and maybe gain a little bit more
So
information.
if I rolled a nat 1.
If you rolled in that one, that's an automatic fail.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably won't learn anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only time it'll be disastrous is when you're in combat. If you're shooting or attacking near one of your friends, that might be an issue. But if it's anything just like trying to read something like hieroglyphics on the wall, trying
Acrobatics check for scaling a.
I'm not gonna kill you, right?
Yeah.
You're dead.
You fall.
I think it really depends on the situation, right?
Okay. Cool. Who will maintain the table?
Yes.
The table.
Maintain the table.
I will be maintaining this table after you guys are gone. I brush it usually when people leave to get the crumbs and shit off of it.
Good. Table maintenance is very important.
Little prompts.
And did we talk about character deaths? How are we having?
Okay, yeah. So I'm not pulling punches.
Yes.
So be very careful.
If you die, you die.
If you die, you're dead.
Okay.
What if, perchance, we have a cleric that can raise the dead?
Isn't that a high level spell?
Hopefully he remembers his friends.
Well, it depends on what spell it is, right? If it's like raise.
Resurrection, yeah.
Okay. But you also have stuff like stabilize. You can save people from even having rolling death save dice.
But once I become powerful enough to res people.
Yeah, maybe you could bring a character back if they're not too deteriorated.
Cool.
Because I think at a certain point you can't use it, right? If they're too...
True resurrection, you can.
Oh, yeah, true resurrection.
You have 10 years per level or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the first one, yeah, there's like way more stipulations.
Yeah.
Are you gonna implement any homebrew stuff?
For right now, no. The only thing I'm implementing that's homebrewed is like NPCs.
Okay.
And then I think I'm just going to say now some traps that are homebrewed. Because it's a tomb, so what do you expect of tombs? Fucking traps, right?
Now we don't look out for traps.
Well, I want to make it to where you guys aren't overly cautious, because then that ruins the fun of walking around a tomb.
Yeah. Do you have trap finding skills?
Would you have a workaround if someone was missing? How do you wanna?
If someone was missing, I'd probably have them just still tag along if you guys are like in a story arc.
Oh, okay, so they'll just be.
Actually, what kind of voice?
Like they'll be there but uncommunicative, right? Like they won't say much.
You've done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they'll just follow around, or if anything, if you guys are like at a rest stop, maybe just have them stay behind at the inn, and you guys go on by yourself, and then I will also tune the campaign so you guys don't get
So
overkilled.
we'll still play if someone's missing.
Yeah, you guys will still be playing. Just I'll make up for the missing person.
Okay. All right.
We gotta get into our character's voice and mindset.
Make sure it's not a voice that hurts your throat. Seyla.
What is the flavor?
I think I went into it already.
Oh. Genre.
Yeah, the Osirion's a very hot place.
I mean, no. Genre. Like, what kind of? Is
Dungeon
it?
Delve.
Horror.
Yeah,
comedy.
it's comedy is up to you guys.
Oh yeah. That's true.
You guys make the genre, right?
We make the jokes.
But the main flavor genre is just not horror. It'd just be it's like History Channel.
I think like
That's the genre, History Channel.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's like Indiana Jones.
I can't wait to play History
But-
Channel.
But that's a genre, okay? And it's for you guys, so
So what do
yeah.
you guys think? Indiana Jones, Mummy. What else?
Mummy's Mask.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, Ivana's thing is that she doesn't believe in mummies.
What if
Is
she
that
sees one? She's
that
not
canon?
fake.
What in Over the Garden
Yeah.
Wall? They push him back in.
Oh, that was One Piece.
Oh yeah, One Piece. When,
Oh, the zombie.
it's like when Luffy pushes the zombie back into the floor.
Like,
So
no.
Ivana's just not gonna.
Nope. That's scary.
But yeah, in
Mummies exist.
the tombs, I don't want you guys to be overly cautious. So don't worry, there's not traps everywhere. But I want you guys to be overly cautious to where you're just perception checks all day. You
He's
know.
setting us up.
No, I'm really not. I'm being totally honest.
I'm gonna be overly cautious.
Well, just so that
Rogue, look for traps.
so we can keep the story going.
Yeah, like I don't want to have you guys just searching every bit of the wall for a trap so you don't die, right?
No patience for dungeon explorer.
But is there secret rooms that have secret treasure? If we
I'm gonna
check every wall?
say I will give I'll give a prompt. Not really a prompt, but a chance to do that.
Like in Kingdom Hearts 2 when you press triangle during combat. Okay.
When we walk past the secret wall, make a sound, and then we'll know to hit X.
No, I'll just
to
have you roll
avoid
perception
fleas
where you need to
facade.
roll perception, and if you get high enough, you'll see that as well. And then it's also obvious, like in the like I've written out the first tomb that you guys will be visiting. It's pretty obvious when you guys will see it.
A very normal painting hangs on the wall that shouldn't be disturbed
The-
by any
I
means
shifted.
necessary. Treasure rains from above.
I also in this one they like to use items that you've had for a while. So if you just picked up an item in a tomb, it might be useful later if it's like texts or scrolls or books or anything like that.
So we shouldn't just sell everything.
Very silent.
Yeah, it's also good to make sure you. I would like everybody to take notes, but you don't have to. But I would like at least everybody to keep track of what items they have. And then for item load, at a certain point, if you're carrying way too much, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Carmeli. It's like
This will be
Carmeli.
a problem
Hey.
because
If you have like 8 long swords, you got to put like 7 of them down.
She can actually carry those long swords now.
Eventually Melith is gonna craft art, so I'm gonna have to learn the weight of crafting materials.
I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Is that something that will be discussed at the table or
Uh,
outside?
it'll probably be discussed outside of it, and we probably won't even mention it.
Okay.
There'll just be something between me and whoever it is,
Okay.
Cool.
because I don't think it's information that the people watching really need to know.
Yeah, it's too
Unless they're like, why doesn't she have her longsword parentheses 7?
Because she.
It's like, okay, well we talked about it outside of game, and we decided it's too much to carry. Because I'm not gonna do the pounds and everything like that. Just if you're carrying more than one person probably should, that's when I'll probably say something. Just to keep it fair, so you guys just don't carry a million magic items, right?
So maybe like 3 long swords max.
We need a card.
I would say, because I can carry like 3 backpacks, so it's like 3 long swords.
Yeah.
Just as heavy, right?
Gotcha.
Anything else?
Uh,
I think we're good.
It's kind of warm in here.
it is.
My character is pretty good at the health things and diplomacy.
How many background traits can we have?
How many did I say? I thought I said 2.
2.
Yeah.
Let's just do standard. And 15 point by 20 point.
It was 15, right?
Guys?
I thought
It was so long ago.
I thought it was 20.
Is it 20? Okay.
I,
Okay.
I would.
Okay, 20.
20 is pretty standard.
Oh yeah. So you guys are able to buy any starting equipment. But after that, you have 50 gold to actually spend and travel.
Yeah,
I assume it's traveling money because you guys are traveling.
Okay. I'll
I didn't
check
get armor or
my
anything,
shirt.
but I got a glaive and a longbow.
Okay, that's fine.
Can I have 10 arrows?
5 arrows.
Okay.
I started.
But you have 50 gold, so I assume at some point you're able to buy more.
A single dagger should be fine, right?
Sure.
I have a hide shirt
What
and
about
claws.
You should ask him. Just get 5.
2-handed axe for me.
Can I get 5 daggers?
You can have 2.
What about leather armor?
That's fine. Anything basic.
It's very basic.
Like
Oh, they
a
must be playing.
white mocha frappuccino.
Basic.
With cinnamon dolce blended in.
That's not basic anymore.
Oh yeah,
Sounds good, though.
maybe during the streams, phones should be silenced as well.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Because my phone went off and I was like, no!
I think we're all on our phones.
I'm not.
I'm
I have to.
fixing my.
Well, everyone's character sheet is on their phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
Claws.
Actually, I think I'll just remake it on here now that he's a half-orc instead of an elf.
Claws. Where are you?
Is there any other things you guys want to ask me about the campaign?
Campaign.
I cannot. Think.
Like anything like...
We're gonna do music.
Hmm?
Right? Background music?
Ooh, yeah.
If someone can find me some royalty-free music, I could do background music.
Yeah, we already have a couple lines, I think.
That'll
I
help
don't
set the
really have any
mood.
questions. You were pretty detailed on the area.
Yeah, there's a lot of desert. Wadey is kind of like any other city. There's different districts. Like where you guys are going to be landing in the Sandskid is like just normal common area. So it's like, well, I'll explain the Asp. Asp is where like the commoners live. It looks like the houses, like as you kind of look at it later, the houses look very sporadic and look like they weren't built with a plan. They were just fucking put there. So it's kind of assumed when the necropolis plague happened and they walled it off, people needed places to live, right? So they just sporadically put up these houses. And then there's landmarks, of course. There's there's like a pharaoh's house. It has been used in like I think 200 years. The pharaoh usually
It's not yours anymore.
the pharaoh usually lives in lives in the Grand Mausoleum, which is where all the Phrasma priests are, which is the Phrasman Temple, is the Grand Mausoleum, is what they call it. It's right in front of the necropolis. You'll be taking place in the lottery there, so, closer to there. The market district, that's very close. It's really it.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody's got their characters. And
You really like cry.
You need to finish your character by tomorrow.
It will be done.
Okay.
Yes.
And you guys need to iron out any details that you're missing. You need to send me that NPC sheet.
Yeah, I'll get it. He doesn't need to show up right away, but
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah, eventually.
Is he gonna be sitting on a hay bale?
Maybe.
If you guys do have like long-term goals, you can tell me them privately, and I can work into the story maybe later down the road.
love and friendship.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of play her loosely for now.
Yeah, maybe later in the campaign, once we, between story arcs, we'll do personal missions, for people. Like, say Seyla's character wants to rob a bank, then we'll have a whole session about this story arc that he wants to do,
Okay.
or that his character is focused on, and kind of make it happen, right?
Does your character rob banks?
No.
This is what I thought of because I was
Okay.
listening to that podcast from Samantha that was talking about the guy robbing banks.
Oh right.
Is he a crook?
He would just ask for money and they'd give it to him.
Oh yeah.
Super
He
crook.
did it in Walnut Creek too.
Yeah.
He would just go in and
Give him a
like
paper.
give a note, and then like they would give him the money, and then he would say thank you, and then he would leave and go change into like a bike riding outfit, and then just ride away on his bike.
Damn.
And he robbed hella banks all across the country.
That's good. Genius.
And so I'll just mention it here, but the streaming schedule is going to be every Saturday, or every other Saturday. Not every Saturday, every other Saturday. It's going to be starting at 6 p.m. I think the agreed upon was 2 hours, but if people feel like it, will go on another hour if they feel like it. Next, I'm going to try to upload this, or I'm just trying to record it and nail it down and upload it maybe. But if this comes out before PaizoCon, we will be skipping the PaizoCon. So on the what Saturday?
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend, we will not be doing a stream, but the following weekend we'll be doing a
So
stream.
June.
Yeah, so June, my birthday week actually.
Oh, happy
Okay.
birthday.
So
Happy birthday.
so June 8th, and then so June 9th will be the next stream.
That's good.
As you can see, the quality is not very good. We're working on it. Sooner or later, we'll get better hardware. Like we're using the streaming PC, or not streaming PC, like video streaming, like my server for movies and stuff. That's what I'm using. That's what this is.
Okay.
So the hardware was very basic, right? So if there are any issues, hopefully people let us know in the chat during chat, and we can fix any problems that if there is.
This is where Devin is.
I'm down here.
Right
You
beneath.
can kind of barely see me. Maybe I should put myself on the left.
It's really bright.
Maybe I should put myself all the way on the left.
Let's touch fingers,
We
Devin.
can see you in person.
Devin, let's touch fingers.
Well,
yeah, we're
I
touching
gotta reach that way.
fingers.
but I think maybe down to the right is kind of too out of the way.
Everything that way except.
I mean, we can touch each other here.
That's the end of this video. We'll see you tomorrow, which is what day is tomorrow?
I
Saturday,
mean, we
Friday.
won't see any.
We won't see anybody.
We won't see you tomorrow because it's Friday and we have to go to work.
Today's Friday.
No,
What?
today's Thursday. We work tomorrow.
Okay.
It's Friday.
This
May-
is Wednesday.
So the next stream will be on May 12th. I will try to upload these at a decent pace. They may be delayed, but I'm literally going to upload everything raw, maybe cut out anything that's not required. Like if there's like an argument between two people that are it's like out of game, then I'll
Wanna
like
fight.
cut that
They
out.
want to see us fight.
No fighting, gets messy.
You guys have a good May 10th.
Yep, because it's Thursday.
Yeah. Wait, are we pretending? That's cool.
Okay. See ya.